change is not scary. I know it sounds weird, but it is not. That's the pure truth. That feeling that you have before you're about to make something big for yourself, before you're about to change countries, before you're about to go into a travel that you have no idea where it's going, before you are about to decide what apartment you're gonna buy, is not panic, because that's a synonym of being scared, right? It's not panic, it's not anxiety. That is just one thing. That's excitement. That is your body telling you that it is feeling something over the ordinary that's about to happen. It feels that whatever is about to happen is going to change you, of course. But that is not panic. Because if it was panic, your first body reaction would be to not do it. Hi everyone, my name is Denise. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my first video. Change is not scary. I know that sounds stupid, that sounds weird, that sounds like someone could look at me and be like, are you stupid? Do you even know what you're talking about? And the answer is yes, I know what I'm talking about, because right now I'm 18 years old. Let me put the mic over here right now real quick. Okay. I'm 18 right now and I live in the United States, but I was born in Cuba. My mom decided to leave everything behind when I was 12 years old and moved to Italy to give me a better life. And I spent five and a half years living in Italy with a whole new reality. It sounds like little time, but when you go through teenage years in another country like Italy, you just develop this identity that is just completely tangled to the place. So if someone came to ask me, where are you from, I'm gonna say I'm from Cuba. But in reality, my slang is not Cuban, my ideas are not Cuban, my way to relate to people is not the same as Cuban people have it. Why? Because I simply did not have that experience. I did not have the day-by-day life in which I am gonna acquire those experiences, those ways of saying, those ways of reacting. I just don't have it. My country is Italy because that's where I grew up in, that's where my friends are. Even now, I have friends there, my mom is there, my dogs are there. I miss them a hell of a lot, whatever. And then I decided I'm gonna leave all this behind. I'm gonna put a stop to my life. I'm gonna leave my high school that I'm doing right now with excellent grades. Maybe not excellent, but pretty good grades. I'm gonna leave my university trips that I do once a year, twice a year. I'm gonna live my dreams of going to a university to study philosophy or art history. I'm gonna leave all of that behind and I'm gonna swipe into a new blank page. I'm gonna go to the United States of America. I'm gonna go live with my dad. And I did it. I'm here right now. And let me tell you, once again, change is not scary. I'm saying this 8.5 months since I've been living here, and it is not. What's scary is the feeling you have in the morning when you wake up, those first days, when you know you're not going back, when you know you're not in your bed, when you know you're not in the house that you've been in for a hell of a lot of a time, when you know that you're not gonna wake up in 3 months and go back to school with your friends, when you know that everything is not gonna be the same ever again. In that moment, it is scary. But the scary thing is not the change. The scary thing is going back to something normal. So no, it's not change. It's just creating a new routine that's scary because you have no idea how you're gonna react to it. You have no idea if you're gonna like it. I used to look around myself to the country I've always wanted to live in, and I used to say, what is this? Did I really leave Europe for this? The houses here are so tiny Let me tell you, they are so small. They look like cubes, and I hate it. I used to be in a city, Pesquera del Garda, and it has this tons of huge, like, old, like, houses and everything is so close together. It gives you this sense of, like, I don't know, like community, maybe that might be the word I'm looking for. But coming here, everything is so spacious, and I say this in a negative way because I took it negatively. It is so different. Everyone is so different. The people here are just another kind of thing. That's all I have to say. Another kind of thing. It was scary the first few months when I did nothing but lay in my bed behind me, which you guys can see in the frame, whatever. Laying there in a room, my room right now, I'm in my room. You guys can see, like, how do you say it? I don't remember. Whatever. I'm gonna put the word here. My cuadro over here. And back there, my library with my bed set how I like it. Some clothes behind me because I'm messy. We're gonna ignore that. But this room was not like that the first week, obviously. It was so plain. I'm not even saying this against my dad, poor thing, who just had it all ready for me to come in and just have my own space to live, which was an amazing thing I got, actually, because that is not something you get every time when you do a big change. But it was so empty. I felt like this space that was now called mine had nothing about me. It was a great cage in which I just grew tired of the day by day. Why? How does that make sense? I'm gonna explain myself right now. I did not go anywhere. I did not go to school. I did not go out to do any hobbies. I did not go out to shop. Barely ever. I went like once or twice in like 3 months. I met no one. I did nothing but rot in bed for the first few months. That's what's scary. Not the change, not the moment I took the plane to come here, not the moment I was packing my bags. In that moment right there when we just decide, oh my God, I'm scared, that is not being scared. That is being excited. Because that pressure that you feel down in your stomach, that is not panic. Because that is what scary is, right? That is a synonym of being scared. That is not anxiety. That is pure excitement. And excitement is not a word that is just used with a positive connotation all the time. Excitement is way different from being scared, because when you're scared, the first thing that your body and your brain do is just keep yourself away from the situation, because a scary situation is a situation that's gonna put yourself in danger. That's what something scary is. It's something that you are gonna repel because you feel like it is gonna hurt you. It is gonna do something bad to you, and you just decide to take your distance from it. That is why change is not scary. Change is something that you need in life every single day. You did not wake up today being the same person you were yesterday, even having the same exact routine, did you? That's just it. It's excitement. Because if it was scary, actually, I would say think about the choice you're gonna make twice. Think about it. If your body is telling you something is wrong, I don't want to do this is too much for me, then think about it twice. But never in the 2 years I had of process before actually stepping into this country did I think I don't want to go there. I was always excited about it. I was always nervous. I was always wondering how it might feel, but never once did I feel like I wouldn't go. I never felt like I was gonna stay where I was. I never felt like a good choice was to just stay in my day-by-day routine and keep that life, because the outcome of that life was something I didn't want. It was comfortable. It for sure was comfortable, going every single day to schools with people I know, with teachers I know and that know me, doing cool stuff every day, going out, going to parties, going to the beach, going to museums, going around, going to Verona, going to the theater. All of that was amazing. I have beautiful memories that will never leave me. But the outcome of all of that was something I didn't want. It was a life that did not match the dreams I have. It's still part of me. Right there behind me is literally a frame. Oh, that's the word that I was looking for earlier. Is a frame of the Sistine Chapel because I love art. That does not mean that I need to live in Italy to still appreciate art. I can appreciate it from my bedroom. I can appreciate it going back into vacation because after the 5.5 years I lived in Italy, I lived in Peschiera del Garda, which is very, very, very close to Milan. It's like 2 hours away in train. I never saw the Duomo. So now, to all the people out there that might think, yeah, but now you're never gonna see that again, and if you go back on vacation it's not the same because your time is like measured and you have like 2 weeks, 10 days, 1 week, whatever. You're not gonna be able to see as many things as you would in another occasion if you lived there. No, I never saw the Duomo. I never saw Ravenna. I never saw so many things around me that were there, just sitting there, waiting for me to just one day wake up and go. And I just never did. I have found so many museums, so many places in Italy now that I'm here, now that I have the time to sit down and say, what did I leave behind? But it does not make me sad. It does not make me think that my decision was wrong. It just makes me think that one day when I come back, in the 10 days I will have to come back, in the 2 weeks I'll have to come back, I'll schedule a whole trip and I'm gonna see everything I did not see in 5.5 years. Because that's what I want. Because the day-by-day life is not the trip that you're gonna make one day even if you live there. That is not the day-by-day life. So yes, I understand that leaving all that behind is definitely something big. It's a huge decision that you're making, but think about it this way. What you're not changing, you're choosing. If you're not changing, then that means that is what you want for your future, right? Because you keep doing it every single day consistently, whatever it might be. It doesn't mean that the rhetoric that I'm using, it doesn't mean that you're going to the gym every single day. No. Scrolling on social media every single day means being consistent to it. It's not good for you. Yeah, we can both agree on that, but still you're being consistent with it. So I just thought, is this something that I want for my future? Is this, because this is creating my future. This is the basis of the house that I'm constructing for myself. This is the basis of the huge architectonical thing that I'm creating out of my life. So are these pieces the ones that I want to be there? Are these pieces the ones that are gonna make the outcome something worth living, enjoying? Is this something I'm gonna be proud to say that I made it? I just realized that it wasn't. It was amazing in the moment, but it was not gonna bring me anything close to what I wanted in the future. It was probably a beautiful future anyways, okay? Don't get me wrong. This is gonna sound confusing, but it was. It was probably a beautiful future that I had ahead of me. It probably was. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe I was going to end up as a teacher, and I'm sorry to all the teachers out there watching this, but that is not my profession, personally. Maybe I was gonna end up as a teacher with a low pay and just regret not making the change. But you know what you're not gonna regret? Doing something. Doing something, you're never gonna regret that. You might regret the outcome of it, for sure, but you're not gonna regret doing something. What you are gonna regret is the weight of not making a decision. If it's the weight of the thought process of, oh my God, what would have happened if I had done that? My English went out the window for 3 seconds. Like, anyways, what would have happened if I had done that? What would have happened if? What would have happened if I had cut my hair shorter? What would have happened if I had accepted that invitation to whatever place it was? What would have happened if I had decided to leave everything behind and go away? I wouldn't be here now. That would be the thought process of me being teacher in the future if I had stayed in Italy. What I'm doing now, every single day, by going to my normal paying job part-time and then going back in the afternoon sending like assignments and stuff for school, those puzzle pieces are heavy, but those are going exactly where I want them to go. Those are creating a monument that I'm gonna be proud to step back and look at. I'm gonna be proud to show it. I'm gonna be proud to own it and to be the creator of that monument, because that monument is my life. That monument is my future. It's exactly what I want. It's my dreams. It's everything I've been pursuing for so long mentally that now I have the chance to pursue really every single day. Like every single step that I take is going forward to that end. And it is not easy. They are tiny steps, but you know you're going there. It's like going to the gym every single week. They are tiny steps. It's just going in, doing half an hour and a half of workout, and then just going home. But those steps, those are taking you closer to whatever body you want to achieve. Those are taking you closer to being someone more consistent. Those steps are taking you closer to being the person that you want to become. And there's nothing wrong with the person I left behind. There's nothing wrong with her. I could have stayed being her, but she just wasn't what I wanted to be forever. So if you don't like something, you have to cut it off and let it grow again. And I can assure you it's gonna grow out bigger and more beautiful than it was earlier. One last thing I really want to talk about is this phenomena that happens, that people talk about a lot, which is solitude. It is very scary. It is something that does happen whenever you make big changes, whenever you move out of the country, whenever you move out of your parents' house, whenever you create a new house, whenever you go through a breakup. That is a scary monster to bring with you. And I was talking to a dear friend of mine earlier, and she told me, I feel alone, I feel in solitude, even being all surrounded by people. I am always surrounded by teachers, by classmates, by everybody, by friends, but I still feel alone, and I fear being alone. All I can say about that is one thing: you fear being alone because you fear being by yourself. Solitude is not feeling comfortable with the person you are with. And when you are alone, the only person you're with is you. So you need to make sure that the person that you are is someone you want to be close to, is someone you enjoy spending time with. You need to make sure that you create for yourself a space that you enjoy. Because solitude is simply being uncomfortable by yourself. Okay, here's editing me pointing out something I said barely, which I had to write down because I don't think I could say it better than the way I wrote it. And I wrote, you need to feel good about yourself and by yourself. It's fundamental for you to learn that solitude is not the absence of people around you. It is the absence of you to yourself. Because you are leaving yourself alone to feel nothing. When you feel good on your own, you don't need anybody else around. You're just happy, and solitude becomes peace. So don't be scared to be alone. Embrace it and enjoy your own company. Okay, back to the video. You need to be sure of what you are, and if you're not, you need to change it. That is it. if you're not sure about the person that you are, if you don't like her or him, if you don't like them, you need to change it and turn it into someone that you like. Turn it into someone that you're willing to spend most of your time with. Turn it into someone that's gonna be there for you all the time, because you cannot depend on other people. I have spent 8 months and a half by myself at home, and I'm starting to socialize now on my job. And it's been like, what, a month? Not even a month, like three weeks maybe. I've been working for 3 weeks and I just started socializing, and honestly, I'm good. I don't need to go out there and find people and find friends because I'm desperate. I'm not. Maybe I do need friends, probably. Everybody needs friends. But what you need most of all is to feel good, to feel at peace, to feel balanced, even when you are by yourself. Because when you end up depending on someone else, your life is just not yours anymore. Your life depends on the other person. Your happiness depends on someone else. And why would you let that happen? Why would you play poker with your own happiness? Why would you do that? So, just solitude is a word that you're gonna have to forget about. Because if you think about it, you're probably gonna end up being about it. So the only thing you need to think about is, what do I like about myself and what do I not like? And then work with the things that you like and with the ones that you don't, both of them. Increment the ones that you like, find more about that, find ways to make those parts of you bigger, give them voice. And the ones that you don't like, find ways to change them. Find something to replace them with. Always remember though that you're not perfect, I'm not perfect, nobody's perfect out there. And the person that you're with needs to be good, but not perfect. Never expect perfection from yourself, because you're not gonna reach it. You're gonna end up in a cycle that's gonna kill you at the end. I'm sorry, but that's the word I had to use. Sorry, not sorry. It's giving Shalom Harlow.
Sorry, not sorry.
So this is all for this video. I hope you liked it. It is my most personal experience being shared online for my first ever content online. And tell me about it. Tell me what you think. Tell me your own experience if you have gone through something like this. And if you like this video, just like and subscribe. See you next time.